Hello and welcome to Mountain Treasures. Today I am going to be trying something new. I have this cross mold, a standing cross mold from Temu, and I am going to attempt to put dried flowers in it. This is a cute little mold. I thought it would be bigger. I guess I didn't read the measurements on Temu. I am going to put in some crushed crystal into my already mixed up Let's Resin. I just have a little bit mixed up. I want to put down a top coat, base coat. I don't know what you want to call it. So I'm going to put the slightest bit of crushed crystal into there, mix that up, and just pour down a thin layer into the cross. Get this all mixed up, break it up so it disperses throughout my resin a little bit more. I only put a tiny bit in there. I just want to give it a little bit of shimmer. I don't want to overpower it. I still want the flowers to be seen. That looks pretty good, so I will grab my isopropyl alcohol, give a little spray in there. Try to help avoid any bubbles. I don't think I'm going to get any bubbles, but just in case. Those 90-degree angles are where they like to hide. So I'm going to pour down just a little bit. Get a base layer down there. And then figure out how to get these flowers arranged in there. I have never done flower arranging. I don't know how this is going to look. I don't know what order to put them in. So this should be interesting. And to help out a little bit with those bubbles that might form in those corners, I'm just going to blast it with the heat gun really quick. See if anything comes out. Heat it up a little bit. Move this resin out of the way because I will spill it. I have these pretty little red flowers. I got those from the Resin Mold Box subscription box. I have a link down below if you want to get a 10% off anything you buy from them. So check them out. Save yourself 10%. I love those boxes. Alright, so I'm not sure what kind of flowers these are. They're dried ones, I know that for sure. And I know the green is a fern, but other than that, they're just little flowers. I'm just going to break some of these off. Probably too much stem on some of these. I don't know. I want some up towards the top a little bit and in the cross part going across. I like this one. I wonder if I could get a little flower, a bigger little flower in there. If I could pick it up. I don't know where my tweezers were. I should have had tweezers. And I really wanted it in the middle, but there was no way that was going to fit in there. That flower was too big or the cross was too small. However you want to look at it. And let me see what I can do with these red fern looking things. Oh, I wonder if that's what it is. Did they just color a fern red? I don't know. It's probably some kind of plant. If you know what that is, let me know. Because I have no clue. But that looks pretty good. I like it like that. Just grab some of the real fern here that I know is fern. Break off a little sprig of that. See where I can put it. I'm thinking if I put the red flowers in front and then the green behind it, it'll make it stand out a little bit. It'll look more like an actual plant or flower in there. That's my thought process anyway. I don't know if it's actually going to work, but we shall see. And now I'm just looking at it. It's never a good sign when I just stop and look at things. All right, so I decided it needs a little bit more of these little tiny flowers. I'm going to break off more of the stem so there's less stem showing. And I need it down at the bottom. But I need it underneath this long stem that I never took off the first flower that I put in. So I have got my dotting tool and I am going to very carefully try to get these little flowers tucked underneath that stem. That seems to be working. Alright, so maybe it's not going to be as difficult as I thought it was. But I do need a few more, and I just want the very end of the flower, so I'm going to cut that off. Ooh, that almost went in there all on its own. Alright, I'm going to tuck that under there. Get this big stem lifted up. Note to self, remember to cut the stems off. I'm probably shifting everything I've already done up top there by doing this. Hopefully it's not too bad. We'll get that laid back down there. Yeah, it moved a little bit, so we're going to move them around just a tiny bit. Get another piece of this red fern. That's what we're calling it. It's a red fern. And I'm going to tuck it under the rest of the stem. This actually doesn't look too bad. For not having any experience with flower arrangement, I'm doing all right. I do want some more fern though. So I'll break off a little piece and get that behind these red flowers so they stand out just a little bit. Get another piece and bring it down lower. And I'm going to, once this cures up a little bit, I'm going to put another layer in there. I'm going to babysit this for a few though. Get everything back that's moving around, and hopefully it'll stay where I want it. So I'm going to move that aside and I'm going to do the base. I'm going to keep the base very simple. Just going to use my eye candy white pigment paste, mix that into my already mixed up Let's resin, and just pour the base. Keep it very simple, solid white, nothing fancy. I want the star of the show to be the cross and those flowers in it. Well, at least get an honorable mention if it doesn't come out as I'm envisioning it. Alright, I have that all mixed in. I'm going to give the base a spray of alcohol and then pour the white in there. I want to make sure not to over pour this as well. I don't want it domed, I don't think, because then it'll make it harder for the cross to sit in there. That looks pretty good. I think that's enough. So I'm going to give that a spray of alcohol. Shake it around a little bit, make sure it's level, and put that aside to cure. Alright, so this level is done curing. It is time for level 2. I am taking gold foil and I'm putting it into a little medicine cup. I don't need much resin. I want to make a small layer. So I'm going to put this into the medicine cup and try to break it up in the resin, get enough little chunks. I was having a hard time with it though. It was staying pretty solid. I felt like the only way it was going to break up is if I really whipped it together. But I didn't want to add bubbles, of course. So I'm trying to be slow and careful with it. It's just not breaking up. I'm going to add a little bit of fine gold glitter to it because I want smaller pieces in there, not just these big chunks. And it seems like that's what I'm stuck with, is big flakes of this foil. I will stir in this glitter and hope that it helps a little bit. Try to get the look that I'm going for. I'm hoping the gold does what I'm envisioning it to do and really set the red and the green off in the front of it. And that was my whole reasoning for putting this gold foil behind it, because I thought maybe it would help it pop off just a little bit. I gave it a spray of isopropyl alcohol, and now I'm just going to, I guess I'm going to have to scoop the foil out. I was about to start pouring it, but really it was more resin than it was foil. And with the foil being so chunky, it wasn't going to go where I wanted it to go, really. So I'm just going to scoop it out and put it towards the outside edges of this cross first to begin with, in the bare spots, and then back the rest of it with the gold foil. I still think this is going to work. This mold doesn't hold much resin at all. I think I might have too much made up here. I'll find something to use the extra in anyway, but I think I'll just fish around, specifically digging out the gold. And I'm going to keep moving it around, trying to keep it where I want it. I know I'm going to have to babysit it, because it's going to float anyway. But that's okay. I really want this look that I have in my head. I don't know if I'm going to pull it off, though. Maybe I should have worked right side up so I could actually see what I'm doing instead of trying to guess what's happening on the other side. Alright, well, I guess we'll find out what happened on the other side. I let that sit overnight. We're going to demold this and see what we're left with. Okay, the base looks good. Let's see how the cross is. It's still a tad bit warm, so I want to be careful. I don't want it too bendy. I need a straight cross. That looks pretty. I don't know that I like it see-through like that, though. It kind of... let me see. I don't know. I don't think I like it see-through. I think I need to back it with white. But, how am I going to do that? Am I going to paint it? I don't know. Hold on. Alright, I have a plan. I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know if it's the best plan, but we're going to give it a try and find out. I am just going to take some white UV resin and I'm going to back coat it. I don't know that I'm going to get it solid enough, though, to really make it stand out the way I want it to. And will this cure? Well, only one way to find out. I'm going to spread this out, try to bring it to the edges the best I can. Give it a little torch with my lighter and stick it under my UV light. Then I come back and I do the other section. I wonder if I should have done the whole thing at once. I was just worried that it was going to start flowing over if I left it too long, because I'm not exactly fast at doing this. So I was doing it in stages. I don't know if that was the right idea to do or not. Now I'm just going to go over the first section that I already did. Try to bring that back out to the edges as well. And really, it's not solid. It's still a see-through white. This might not be exactly what I had in mind. Alright, I'm going to pop it back under my UV light, and then I'm going to finish it up. Yeah, it doesn't look like I thought it would, but it doesn't look bad. I do want something right there though, because I have a little bit of a clump of stems sitting right there. So I want a butterfly there. So I'm just trying to pick out a butterfly that I think will work the best in that little area. Kind of corresponds with the rest of the piece. And I'm going to go with the butterfly that's just a gold charm. I'm going to cut the round part off at the top, the charm hangy down part. And I'm just going to use some B7000 and glue it on there. And that's going to be it for this video. If anyone has any suggestions of what I should have done differently for the back, I would love to know, so I don't make the same mistake twice. Not a complete disaster. I think I still deserve a participation ribbon. And here are just a couple pictures for you. Thanks for watching.